Hey, you guys, and welcome back to hashtag Own and Unread. For those of you who don't know, I started this hashtag over on Instagram, and basically it was just to show you guys my own and unread books. So if you guys use this hashtag yourselves, either on Instagram or on Twitter, I'll be sure to go ahead and check that out. And if you guys do a video, link it down below for me so I can go and check it out. It's just basically so we can encourage each other to read our own and unread books maybe a lot sooner. So let's go ahead and get started. All the Goodreads links for all the books that I mentioned will be down below. The first book that I have is The Vast and Brutal Z by Zoraida Córdova. I enjoyed The Vicious Deep. My hopes were dashed though during the Savage Blue, so I don't really have much hope for The Vast and Brutal Z, but hey, at least there's beautiful covers. They're just a testament to how sometimes side characters can ruin a book. Yeah. Then we have The Treatment by Suzanne Young. I enjoyed, I guess you can say I liked it enough to give it 3 stars. The Program, which is the first book, and I'll leave a link down to my review down below. But I'm looking... okay. I'm gonna read The Treatment and see how it all ends. There's a prequel actually called The Remedy, so it would be kind of interesting to see how the world got made and how they got to that point, because I do have some kind of questions and stuff. So, but first, gotta get to The Treatment. And then the next book that I have is Linga and Fae by Maggie Stiefvater. I really enjoyed Shiver, but then my friend had borrowed them and she kept them for a while, and it's been a while since I read it, so I want to reread Shiver before I get to Linga and Fae, and that'd be nice to do. And then I have Sinner, which I pre-ordered because I was like, ooh, a spin-off series featuring Cole, who I only knew about because my friend told me about him, and he doesn't show up to the second book, so I don't know him personally, but I do look forward to this one as well. It doesn't have different colored ink though, unless you want to say that black is a different colored ink. But then we have The Raven Boys by Maggie Stiefvater. I mean, technically I read some of this before, but like I really wasn't in the mood, so I just set it down instead of just like, you know, force myself to go through it. So I'm hoping to pick it back up really soon and get to it, and hoping maybe it was just a fluke, maybe, because I was reading like a lot of other books at the time, so that's the main reason I set it down. You guys know how that goes. And then the next few books kind of deal with myth and mythology, and yeah, so one of them was missing for a second. I was like, what? And the first one is Myth Tales of the Greek and Roman Gods. It's just basically in this short little thing, it just has like pages of pictures and stuff like that, along with stories about like earth deities and stuff. Like this one is talking about the satyrs at this point, and then we talk about Achilles, and then the childhood of Achilles, Helena, Orpheus, Hercules, Labors, Pandora, all that sorts of Roman and Greek tales. So I'm really looking forward to getting to this sometime soon. And then we have Mortal Gods by Kendare. I really enjoyed Anna Dressed in Blood and Girl in Nightmares. I was one of the few people who actually liked the sequel to Girl in Nightmares, but then I read them back to back and it was kind of like one really big story for me. And then I really loved the first book in the Goddess War series, which was Anti-Goddess, and I really loved that cover, and then they did a cover change and I was so disappointed, but hey, I can get over that for the story. So I'm really looking forward to Mortal Gods, and hopefully I will love it just as much. Just interesting. I really want to see how she goes to that. And then the next book that I have is The Blood of Olympus by Riordan, which, come on, if you guys are going with the myth theme, you guys know this would probably have shown up. This is the 5th and final book in the Heroes of Olympus series, and just kind of the end to like the Percy Jackson kind of world, I believe. So I'm really looking forward to like getting to this, hopefully finally, maybe for the hashtag yearathon sometime soon. So maybe the next time I hold this book up, it will be in a wrap-up. Then we have Percy Jackson, Greek Gods. Again, these are just kind of like tales of the Greek gods, but they're told in Percy Jackson's voice, so you know it's gonna be funny and stuff like that, and it's just big and nice and has all these details in it. I kind of almost want to get the paperback so that I could like carry it with me, and it won't be like, I won't have to like just read this at home, like, you know, read it on the bed like this, or like on the couch, making sure it's like safe and stuff like that. So we'll see. And I know there's going to be another one talking about like just the heroes in the story, so that will be interesting too. And then last but not least, I have the Gospel Loki by Joanne M. Harris, and I was really excited for this. Dee over at Frenchy D got it for my birthday last year, and I was just ecstatic. And I read a few pages, and I just know that I'm going to enjoy it so much. I just haven't brought myself to read it yet, because I'm like, you know, when it ends, it's going to be over. There's only one book. So I really need to get over that and just go ahead and read it, you know, enjoy it now, and then maybe, you know, reread it a couple of times in the future. Hey, that's what books are for, right? So you guys, let me know down below if you guys have read any of these books before, whether or not you liked them, you hated them, you planning on picking them up anytime soon, and I will see you guys later. And please mention some books down below that you own that are unread that you are hoping to get to really, really soon. I would love to know. Bye.